among the big club group. What's it like just experiencing that? And I'm sure it's telling you that like you're doing the right things.
Yeah, it's just it's cool to kind of be around these guys who know the league and kind of just watching and learning from them as much as I can is kind of where I'm at right now.
How do you keep yourself in the moment? Not get too starstruck at the fact that it's an NHL camp. You're 18 years old. You're still here, and keep the focus on impressing.
Yeah, obviously, with these guys around, it's hard not to get starstruck like that. But I think at the end of the day, it's just hockey. So when you go on the ice, it's business as usual, and it's like I said, just cool to be around these guys.
The one part that of your game, I think that some of the Flyers people were saying was you wanted to finish on chances, work on your shot a little bit. Is that something that you concentrated on after rookie camp, and how do you feel about where that's at right now?
Yeah, it's something that over the summer and still am working on as much as I can, and I think there's definitely still a lot more work to be done, and yeah, I'm still working on that. It's probably the top of my list for that.
John Tortorella said that you had a very mature game in the way that you carried yourself. Is that kind of always how you've been, or is that something that you've kind of had to step into more that you're in the NHL locker room?
I feel like it's kind of something that I've always tried to take pride in, kind of doing everything to the best of my abilities and hoping that coaches can kind of put me over the boards at any time. That's something that I've always tried to take pride in.
How do you feel you're holding up with all the skating and obviously there's that first day it's sort of notorious for it. How have you felt through all of that?
Yeah, it's a lot, and to come here, it's with all these guys, it's definitely a lot, and I think it hasn't been too bad. Obviously, everyone's really fast and good here, so I think I've managed pretty well, and hopefully keep going.
What was it like for you?
Are there little intricacies to the way that they want you to play here that you're figuring out pretty easily, or do you think it's been like a little bit of a difficult to understand? Because I know you're generally a pretty smart player, but do you think you're picking up on all those little nuances and coverages and all that stuff pretty well?
Yeah, everything seems to be, not too much so far, I think. So I don't think there's been any issues with that.
What was it like stepping onto an NHL rink for the first time in DC?
Yeah, it was really cool. It's a big spot and a lot of fans. It's gonna be cool to play at the Wells Fargo hopefully soon. So I'm excited for that.
Went up against Rasmus Ristolainen a couple of times today. Big guy. Just did that test NHL strength of a defenseman for you?
Yeah, for sure. These guys are no joke when it comes to the strength side of it, and they've been doing it for a while. So I think it's something that just something that I have to deal with and learn and grow from.
Is there anything you've been surprised by being at your first NHL training camp? Whether on the ice or off even?
The biggest thing for me, I think, is just kind of seeing these guys that I've always kind of watched, and nothing too crazy about it, but I think it's just kind of cool to be around them.
Was there anyone you were the most excited to meet and talk to?
Oh yeah, probably Konechny. Obviously, he's the guy around here, so it's been cool to see him play. He's obviously a really good player.